Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming a highly requested video. I have the new Ere Perez Oatmilk foundation here with me, and I'm going to do a first impression and test it out for a few hours while I go and do some things to see what the wear is like. So I'm going to jump straight in with some information on the product first, and today could not be a better day to test this because I'm hot and sweaty and I have just been moving, so I have broken out from stress and sweat and I just feel kind of disgusting at the moment. So it's going to be a good challenge for this foundation to see if it can live up to expectations. Also, I'm sorry if the lighting changes, but I wanted to film this in front of a natural light window so that you can see what the product looks like in natural light as opposed to beautiful lighting that makes your skin look really good. So I wanted to go onto the site first and just let you know that there are 6 colors or 6 shades that I can see on the website. So there is latte honey, chai caramel, brew and mocha. So they range from light to porcelain skin through to deeper skin tones. It doesn't seem like there's a lot there for if you do have really dark skin tones, which maybe that's something that they could work on for the future, is making some more shade ranges to suit and include everyone. So the shade that I have gone with today is, I think it's chai. Hello. So I went with the chai, and the reason that I went with chai is because I do actually have their concealer here, which is in the color latte, which is the lighter shade, and it's way too light for me. I mean, I can get away with it under my eyes for correcting, but it is quite light. So that's why I decided to go with chai, which is kind of a mid-range. And the chai says that it is suitable for light to medium skin tones. So we'll see how that applies shortly. Just a little bit of a description for you. So the product mentions achieve a healthy complexion with this medium to full coverage long wear foundation. Suitable for all skin types, this breathable formula smooths imperfections. We'll see about that because I have a few going on at the moment. Infused with oat and peach extracts to help replenish and protect skin from free radicals. For best results, apply with our multi-purpose brush. I'm going to apply half with a brush and half with a beauty blender. So the previous Oatmilk foundation they had was in more of a pump bottle. This is in a squeezy tube, which I kind of don't mind. I think it's less messy. So this is what the tube looks like. So on first look, it looks nice and creamy. It's quite thick, like to squeeze out of the tube. So that's how much I'm going to use and see how far it goes. This looks quite yellow. We'll see how it sets. So I'm just going to start out with this half with the brush. Oh, whoops, that was way too much. Yeah, this does have quite a yellow tone to it. It's very hydrating. It's easy to spread out. It's not so yellow once it's blended in. Okay, so this is what my face looks like with the product, and that's without. So I would probably call this light coverage with one little pump or one little dollop. I don't know if that's what you would call it. So in regards to color match, I think this is quite good for me at the moment. It is a little on the yellow side, but I think once I did this side of my face and put bronzer and other things on, it would match quite well. If you do have a pink undertone or a neutral undertone, this might be a little bit yellow for you. I think it's definitely evened out my skin and it feels really light. It has blended into the skin nicely. It's not sitting on top. It's not matte, but it's not super oily either. I know it looks a little bit shiny in the camera at the moment, but I am quite sweaty, which is gross. But I can see on my chin that it has kind of set itself, which I really like. So I am quite happy with that so far. I wouldn't call it medium coverage at this stage, but I'll see if you can build it up. So I'm just going to take the same amount on the other side, and this time I'm going to use my Beauty Blender. Ooh, I really like, honestly, I'm a Beauty Blender girl. I think you might be able to take the product a little bit further using the Beauty Blender, only because the brush tends to absorb a little bit more. So I would call this light coverage at the moment. It's evened out my skin tone. It has blurred a lot of my pores on my chin because my face is really gross at the moment. But I do have a pimple here, and it's kind of evened it out a little bit, but it hasn't really covered the redness too much. So what I might do is go back in with my Beauty Blender and one more pump and see if I can get to go medium to full coverage. So I would definitely call this medium coverage with a second layer. It has blurred everything a little more, but that pimple is still not, it's still red. And I did apply product directly to the pimple, but I really like the finish of this even without powder. It's giving me a nice glow, but it doesn't look oily. If you do have oily skin, you'll definitely need to use powder with this, but if you have dry or combination skin and you want a glowy look, you'd be able to get away with this as it is, and I just love dewy skin, so this is right up my alley. I really am happy with the medium coverage. If you are a full coverage person, this may not be for you. If you like medium, then you could get medium coverage quite easily with this. So what I'm going to do now is apply some concealer and some powder and see how that looks over the top of this product. So I've just applied some concealer and some powder where I needed it. I've just applied the powder under my eyes, just in this part here, to my T-zone, so just anywhere where I get a little bit oily or sweaty, but I did want to leave this beautiful cheek area because it has just made me glow. I love it so much. So I'm going to go and just do stuff now for the afternoon and come back in a few hours and see how well it wears. Okay, I'm back. I have been running around like a mad person. I've been moving stuff into storage, so I've been doing heavy lifting. I'm sweating like a pig right now, and my foundation still looks really good. I do have a little bit of oiliness happening just in my T-zone, but keep in mind I've been doing like a serious workout lifting heavy boxes and furniture, so I've really put it to the test, but it hasn't really gone patchy or worn away too much. My cheeks are nice and glowy still, but I do still have good coverage on my chin, and it hasn't really creased or gone patchy at all. It's quite good. The only thing, obviously, as I mentioned earlier, if you do have really oily skin, you will need to powder up a little bit, but otherwise I am really impressed with it. Let me know down below if you have tried this product, what you thought of it. I love hearing different feedback. Everyone has different skin types and skin tones, so it'd be really interesting to hear if you have tried it and what you thought of it as well. So I really hope that you found today's video helpful, and also let me know down below if you would prefer to see more first impressions of different products. If you have any requests for me on particular products that are cruelty free or natural that you would like me to try for you, please let me know down below. But otherwise I am going to try to do a few more makeup tutorials thrown in there as well, because I've been really slack with that lately. But otherwise, yeah, that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.